How amazing is this day, the spider's web casts its shadow play. Lilies sing in sprays, redwoods and broad oaks hold sway. Ripe berries for beaks and lips, patches of white lace, all set on this delicate plate. We at your table but guess. I've been writing poetry for the last 13 years. Shortly after my wife's death from cancer, I knew there were things that wanted to come out of me. Within a year, poetry started happening. It was very rudimentary and it took time to learn. The poem is a little bit like a child. You want it to stand on its own 2 feet and you can't rush it. You want it to sail on its way into the world so that it can live out its own destiny and hopefully touch people in some way. Growing up in Israel in its beginning years, the majesty of life was in front of me at all times. The hills then were full of poppies and sheep, snakes, beautiful wildflowers. Moving to England when I was 9 years old, I didn't know how to read or write English, so I was forced to listen very carefully, and I developed an ear for sound. Dappling, flaking, silvery brown, cracked, pecked, wholly cleft trunk, limbs hanging by a thread, thicket of an old unpruned apple tree, rich leafy mold stewing in your mossy base, home to thousands, 100 years of hollowing to bear everything, sweet fruit, 100 years of hollowing to bear everything, sweet fruit. When my poetry comes from my mind, it falls flat. It has to come from somewhere deeper. It has to carry an emotional truth. Some come to me in dreams, some come in silence, many come when I'm on a walk. The natural world gives me so much. Just the air on my face changes the mood. And then as I look closely every day, there's something else that's happening. It's easy to forget that, in fact, life is a very fluid affair. Very recently, I was due to give a house concert, and 2 days before, I found myself walking into emergency in hospital and being told I had cancer. So facing death and loss are kind of preliminary qualifications for writing poetry, in my case. The suffering I've been given, I haven't sought it, but it certainly played its role in house cleaning, creating a space so other things could come in. Despite the raging and protestations of my ego, grace can pierce through the apparent din of daily life. Now, in what I believe is my last stage of life, I'm able to say I'm happy that this is what I've been given, because every day counts. I may be grumpy, I may be tired and so on, but I'm alive, and there's a lot to appreciate on a daily basis. A sea of sunny faces greets me. They gently wave, familiar friends rise once again for the pleasure of murmuring winged creatures. Each petal a ray like you or me, each golden pollen center a heart like mine or yours, arrayed in unpretentious glory, unafraid, open to breeze, rain, a mower's blade. They'll spring again to heap their blessings on another timeless day.